Yeah, what's up, man? This is JERMZ from JERMZ Boxing. I'm just here chilling like a villain, just waiting for the next fight to be announced before I run into my computer and then I have to do this stupid ass video. So, anyways, allow me to get something from over here. I got it, so you don't have to wait for shit. I want to talk about Sugar Shane Mosley and Sergio Mora. The fact that it's on pay-per-view, the fact that it's actually happening, just gonna talk about it. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing a Freddy fucking glove. You know what I'm doing? I'm doing the finger thing, the scissor thing. Why? Y'all need to cut that shit out. Why is this fight on pay-per-view? I don't know. You see, people have to earn the spot on a big ass pay-per-view card, not just give it to him just because he's got pretty blue eyes. No, just because he's got a dorky little smile and he used to not wear the pants in his relationship. No, Sergio Mora is Sergio Mora, the contender winner. You know, that's all I know him as. I mean, he's good. Upset of the year over Vernon Forrest, Descanse en paz, you know. It's Sergio Mora. Mosley just got his ass handed to him one-sidedly by Sugar. Might as well be Sugar Mayweather. Was it Floyd Sugar Mayweather? Might as well. Shit. He's about as skilled as the Sugars. I thought Mosley was going to take it. I guess I'm still a little sour with him. I really thought he can hurt Mayweather. And he buckled him 2 times in that second round with those 2 overhand rights. But the highlight of the fight that you lost shouldn't be 2 punches. And the rest of the fight, you just got dominated. Whoop, bing, pow, clash, crowd, all that shit. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, Mosley is at another pay-per-view headliner against the guy that won the contender. Let me know when, you know, when the idea of let me buy this shit jumps out. I ain't gonna buy this one. If I bought Duddy versus Bonsante, whew, that was a crappy pay-per-view, but I will not get this one. I don't know why. Maybe stylistically, you know, it would be a cool fight because you got the, you know, Sugar Shane Mosley is not really a boxer. He's more of a power boxer. He probes with his jab. He tries to always get you with that overhand right. He's got a pretty good, you know, he does a pretty good impression of the De La Hoya left hook. So he's got some good weapons. Don't get me wrong. He's pretty solid. Sergio Mora, I guess they're both pretty good for each other. They, you know, believe me, this is not going to be a boxing match. This, you know, since Mosley lately, he's been flinging those overhand rights, and if he misses, he grabs onto you, and if he does land, he'll boom, and he's, for some reason, Mosley got sloppier and sloppier. I don't know how. He showed a good, you know, he showed us what he could do against Margarito, but then again, Margarito was slow and plodding, you know, slow, and he wasn't really fast. But for some reason, Mosley has been getting really sloppy on this, man. Ever since the Mayorga fight, I feel like he's fighting Mayorga all the time now, you know, because he just tries to wrestle you. And that's just the thing. With Sergio Mora, Mora kind of does the same thing. He kind of like waits for moments the way Mosley does. He waits for moments. There goes those moments. And he tries to wail and flurry, tries to steal rounds. It's going to look good. Don't get me wrong. This is a good fight to be, you know, to be made, you know, for free HBO. But why charge people to watch this shit? You know what? You know where Oscar De La Hoya is trying to rub? You know where the clitoris is? It's the Mexican. Vargas couldn't do it. De La Hoya couldn't do it. Mayorga couldn't do it. That's because all those fuckers were old and fat by the time they fought. Besides De La Hoya, but it doesn't matter, you know. I mean. Wait, my bad. Mayorga's not even Mexican. He's Nicaraguan. Who was the other Mexican that were trying to rub It was Margarito. My bad. Margarito, not Mayorga. Margarito. So before you start, it was Margarito. My bad. Mayorga might as well be a Mexican because he smokes and drinks right before training. He doesn't give a shit. He comes from a place where people get shot and killed. I guess it's like that all over the world. Oh well. So what? But anyways, Margarito couldn't do it. You know, so that's what they're trying to rub. What great Mexican can stop Mosley this time? Which one is Sergio Mora? Bullshit. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Come on. What Mexican? Think of a Mexican that will really stop. Well, tell him to shrink down a couple pounds and give him to Marquez. But anyways, that's just stupid, you know? Mosley is pretty much bigger than a lot of Mexicans right now in the, you know what I mean? So why rubbing that side? Come on, man. That's kind of, and besides, Mora is more of a Chicano than an actual Mexican, you know? Don't get me wrong, Chicanos are the same. We're the same kind of people. We have the same culture, but a whole different background, you know? The Mexican from Mexico is more like, don't give a fuck. Go forward. I'm gonna kill you. Sorry, baby. You know what I'm saying? The Mexican from now is like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna kill you, but I gotta stay alive to do it. You know what I mean? That's the difference between the both mentalities. The Mexican one doesn't care if he lives or dies. The Chicano one does. Mexican American is a Chicano. Anyways, that's a different video. Like, it's slaughtered by that. But I don't care. I'm slaughter proof. You can't hurt me. Anyways, I'm just upset at the fact that it's pay-per-view. I mean, I'm just gonna be doing what I've been doing with these pay-per-view cards that I don't have money for, you know? I just wait till somebody puts it on YouTube, download it on my Mac tubes, and right before it gets taken off of YouTube. So I have a good clean version of the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a big deal for me to watch a fight live, okay? It is a big deal because after the fight's over, somehow I find out who won. So when I'm watching it, I don't get that whole ooh. But I kind of know what's gonna happen in this fight. Sergio Mora is gonna go. They're gonna try to box it out the first round. First 2 rounds are gonna be boring. Third round, Moses is gonna hit Mora. Mora's gonna get mad. He's gonna try to act like a Mexican. He's gonna try to brawl with Mosley. Moses is gonna go right back. Mora's gonna get cut somehow by a little left headbutt because Moses is gonna be grabbing a lot, and Sergio gets so wild that when Mosley grabs him, they're gonna knock heads. He's gonna cut Mora. Mora's blood's gonna go running down his face. He's gonna complain about it. Moses is gonna be hitting him, belting him. Next thing you know, they're gonna stop it because of the either if they don't stop it because of blood, because of too much blood in his eye, of Sergio Mora's eye, it's gonna be a little more. It's gonna be a landslide at the end. You know, Moses is gonna be just kicking his ass to the last bell, unless he knocks out Mora. But I never really seen Mora's got a pretty solid chin, you know. So I don't see him knocking him out anything, you know, that night. But if it's HBO pay-per-view, then I'll just wait for the next week to record it. But if not, then I don't even know who's gonna fight on the undercard. You know, I'm just upset. You know, I mean, usually when he got beat by Mayweather, man. Mosley did, and why they give him this pay-per-view? Why they give him this much of a payday? You know, against Sergio Mora. They should have given to Sergio Martinez. That would be cool. Man, poor Mosley will get butchered. It should have been Mosley Cotto the rematch. I would pay for that. I don't care. I would pay for that. No, actually, I won't. I don't know who Mosley would fight right now. Timothy Bradley. Andre Berto. There's a lot more. Even the guy from the African boy. What's his name? Claudio. Even him, except this time he won't do the winky impression for all fucking day. You know, so, yeah. HBO, Golden Boy, you need to start cutting that shit out and start cutting some people off of your roster because you don't need them. Who the hell told you? You know what would be a perfect pay-per-view? Mora and Mosley. Shoot them. Okay? So it's going to be a wild fight, entertaining, somewhat. And it's going to be Mosley at the end of the day by a unanimous decision. Expect blood, expect haircut. Not the kind of blood that Freddy brings, but the kind of blood that headbutts bring. A la Hopkins, a la Holyfield. Alright? JERMZ 1. I'm out.